Rain hammered against the windshield as Ethan rubbed his tired eyes. After 12 hours on the road, he was finally ready to go home. East London was almost completely empty now. Only flickering streetlights, wet roads, and the occasional late-night bus disappearing into the fog. Ethan reached for his phone to log off the rideshare app. Then suddenly, a new request appeared. Passenger name, unknown. Rating, none. Pickup location, Blackthorn Crescent. Ethan frowned. No profile picture, no trip history, nothing weird, but the fare was high, and the pickup was only 6 minutes away. So he accepted it. His dark gray Prius rolled slowly into a narrow residential street lined with old brick houses. Rainwater reflected the headlights across the empty road. The deeper Ethan drove into Blackthorn Crescent, the quieter everything became. No people, no cars, no lights inside the houses, just silence. Then suddenly, his phone signal dropped, 1 bar, then none. At the same moment, the GPS speaker crackled with static, and a distorted voice whispered, "Turn back." Ethan looked at the screen, but the map instantly corrected itself. "Continue straight. Pick up in 6 minutes." He frowned. That didn't make sense. He had already been driving longer than 6 minutes. Ethan checked the dashboard clock. 2:21 a.m. Strange, he kept driving. A few moments later, he passed a broken red postbox beside an abandoned bus stop covered in graffiti. Across the street sat a small convenience shop with a shattered window, and beside it, a road sign, Blackthorn Crescent. Ethan's grip tightened on the steering wheel. No way. Maybe he accidentally drove in a circle. So he continued forward. Left turn, right turn, straight ahead, but 10 minutes later, he saw the same broken postbox again. The same shattered shop window, the same road sign, Blackthorn Crescent. Again, and the GPS calmly repeated, "Pick up in 6 minutes." A cold feeling crept into Ethan's chest. He quickly grabbed his phone and tried canceling the ride, but the app froze. Error. The screen stopped responding. Then suddenly, the passenger icon on the map moved. Not ahead of him, behind him, inside the car. Ethan slowly looked into the rearview mirror. The back seat was empty, but the seatbelt was unbuckled. His breathing became uneven. He pulled the car over immediately and unlocked the doors. "Whoever's there, get out." Silence. Then the speakers crackled again. A low, distorted voice whispered, "You already picked me up." The interior lights suddenly switched off. Darkness swallowed the car, and for one brief second, Ethan saw a pale face reflected in the passenger side window. Not outside the car, inside. Ethan panicked and slammed his foot on the accelerator. The tires screeched across the wet road as he sped through the fog-covered streets, ignoring every direction from the GPS. But minutes later, his headlights illuminated something familiar. The broken red postbox, the shattered shop window, the Blackthorn Crescent sign. Again, Ethan's hands trembled violently. The dashboard clock still read 2:21 a.m. It had never changed. Then his phone buzzed. A new message appeared. "Why did you stop the ride?" Ethan stared at the screen in horror. Another message arrived seconds later. "I'm almost home." A soft creaking sound came from the back seat, as if someone had leaned forward. Very slowly, Ethan looked into the rearview mirror one final time. A man was sitting directly behind him. Pale skin, dark hollow eyes, rainwater dripping from his clothes onto the seat, and a smile stretched unnaturally wide across his face. Then the GPS spoke again, but this time it sounded human. "Continue driving." Ethan slammed the brakes, but they didn't work. The car kept moving deeper into the fog, past the postbox, past the sign, past the same empty streets he had already seen, over and over again. 3 days later, police discovered Ethan's car abandoned near an empty East London road. The engine was still running. The driver's door stood open, but Ethan was gone. His phone remained connected to the rideshare app, and the trip status was still active. Estimated arrival time, 6 minutes. And even now, some drivers claim that if you pass through Blackthorn Crescent after 2 a.m., Your rideshare app may briefly show a passenger with no name waiting for someone.